In this video, we're going to discuss, is even being a DoorDash driver even worth it? If you're thinking about becoming a DoorDash driver, or you have been a DoorDash driver and you're disgusted of some of these orders that you've seen, it feels like you're just taking 2 steps forward or 3 or 4 steps back, but you're really wanting orders like these. $28.75 plus for 10.9 miles. And also $19.25 plus for 9.1 miles. Those are the types of orders that we'd love to see. Shoot, we'd even settle for these. $9 for 2.6 miles and receiving an add-on $8 plus for less than a mile. Man, that would be awesome, right? Before becoming platinum status on DoorDash, I didn't really see orders like these. They were few and far in between. But now that I've reached platinum status, I have seen more of these type of orders. Then you had the questions racing through your mind, such as, how can I make it over the hump to receive good orders? And is DoorDash even worth it? And just seeing the horrors of the offers of like the $3 for 8.3 miles and the $5.75 for 11.3 miles. I'm just like, come on, man. You're killing me, Petey. You're killing me. And if your real name's Petey, it was just a reference from Remember the Titans. These are the types of orders that you never take without any circumstances. I would never take this type of order. And I wouldn't even suggest for you to take an order like this, because this order is just flat out ridiculous. You're not going to be making anything. I would rather tank my account on DoorDash than actually take an order like this. I would just tank it. I would just let it go down the drain. Because it would not be worth it if I kept on getting order after order after order like this. I would not take it. Ridiculous. No. Orders like this should be banned from DoorDash and any other food delivery platform. These food delivery apps like DoorDash should notify the customer of a tip minimum, because an order like this should never be in existence. Remember, we have the power to decline the order, and that's what I need us to do. Decline the bad orders. We do not have to take it, and we will not take it. These are the type of orders we have to take a stand for and just say no. It's true that some drivers actually do pretty well at making a decent income. But in the reality is, there's going to be other drivers that are just barely scraping by. Because when you add in the gas and the mileage and the other expenses, it makes it a lot tougher. And some drivers even report making minimum wage or less. And in that case, you're going to have to change strategies that you're doing. Being a DoorDash driver can be enjoyable with working flexible hours and working in your spare time. And personally, I enjoy doing this. But the reality is, just like any other job, we're going to have our challenges, we're going to have our frustrations, we'll have to deal with non-tippers, we're going to have to deal with angry and upset customers, we'll have to deal with low pay and high mileage. And don't even get me started on trying to maintain a high rating just so I can keep platinum. And I know somebody probably said, I'm just trying to get the platinum. Yeah, I know. I've been there too. But the reality is I had to make some choices. I had to figure out a system of what will make things work where I can actually get and maintain my platinum rating and not take terrible orders. And it caused me to change my mindset on what a good and bad order looks like. And this is why I'm going to show you my system that I use. And this is why I'm going to show you my free 5-step framework of what orders to take on DoorDash. And this should look familiar if you've seen my other video. Can you already name them? First are questionable orders. These orders will depend on the time of day, such as is it inside or outside the peak time hours of 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Then you're going to have those days where you're just going to have a struggle even during the peak time hours just to get a good order. Then you might feel you might have to take more of a questionable order during that time to weigh it out to see, well, is this going to be worth it for me to do it now? Because things are not really moving right now, so I might as well take a questionable order. But the other thing is, we can also multi-app when things are not moving just with one food delivery app, such as DoorDash. Turn on another one, such as Uber or Grubhub. Use multiple apps to try to get something going. But if you're just sitting there with all your apps and it's like, well, maybe you might want to take a questionable order just so you can keep busy. But remember, just never take these trash orders that we spoke about earlier. Let's look at an example of a questionable order. We have $6.50 for 5.4 miles to Dollar General for 5 different items. As you see the blue dot, I had to travel just a little ways just to get there, and it wasn't too bad. Actually restaurants in that area, so that kind of works out. My other thought that I also want to kind of bring out is the 5 items. 5 items is not that bad, especially for $6.50, and I'm familiar with Dollar General, and if you're familiar with a store, oh man, it's just going to be bam, in and out, let's go. Now on the second part of the system, it's going to be acceptable order. So let's look at an example of this type of order. Here we have $5.50 for 1.5 miles to Jersey Mike's. Now I know what you might be thinking and saying, well, that's only $5.50. If I get 2 of these, that's only going to make me $10 or $11 an hour. That's not good. That's not worth it. But the one thing I want you to look back at this is 1.5 miles. That is short distance. And generally, Jersey Mike's is a decent location where I can just go in there, go in and go out. It's either a no wait or a short wait for me, in my experience at Jersey Mike's. So I know I can just go bam and get that order done like that. The goal is not just get 2 orders an hour, but 3 orders in an hour. Just orders like this, just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Just knock out this order quickly. Remember, when you see low mileage like this, your mindset needs to change and say, man, this is my opportunity to get 3 or 4 in an hour. And yes, this is possible. And if I haven't done it, I wouldn't even say it. Now in the next tier, let's look at good orders. Here we have $7.50 for 3.3 miles going to McDonald's. And I know you heard some drivers say, I'll never go to McDonald's. McDonald's is always trash and da-da-da-da-da. But you know what? If it's a good order, take it. Not every McDonald's is notoriously slow. Now, you're going to have some that it's going to be ridiculously slow, but my ridiculously slow place here is going to be Wingstop, where I always have that Wingstop wait. And don't let it actually be a busy time, because then you will have to be opting out on an order because it's going to be, 20 to 30 minutes. I'm like, what the world? And if they ever tell you have to wait 20 and 30 minutes and it's not a catering order, I'm out of here. But going back into this order, this is an order that's over $2 a mile. We're going to take this. This is a good order. And consistently taking these type of orders will build your day up for success. But remember, we have to keep in the mindset that I'm going to try to get 3 of these type of orders in an hour, which is our solid goal for success within this system. And yes, 2 deliveries per hour is probably more average and it's really doable. But if you can get that other one, if you can get to that 3rd, let's do it. And this will also depend on a couple different things, such as the restaurants we go to and the time it takes for them just to prepare the order. But remember, we have to do the things that we can control, which is managing our own time and not wasting our time or do anything to hinder for us going from point A to point B. If you're getting any value to this, please like and subscribe. Now, in the next tier of the 5 different types of orders to take on DoorDash is A+ order. Let's take a look. Now here we have $9 for 2.6 miles to Little Caesars. Hey, this is over $3 per mile and is low mileage. Man, I would want these all day long. And you know, since it's low mileage, it gives us that chance to get 3 orders in an hour. Can we maintain our time? Is there anywhere we can kind of cut time? Is there a different route that we can take that's better? Also, staying away from personal distractions, maybe being on our phone, which makes us cause us lose time, or just sitting in our car and waiting for the order time just to come. Then you go in. No, you got to go straight in as soon as you get there, because the order might be done and might be ready. So go. So be sure to focus on the job and task at hand to complete the orders as quickly and as safely as possible. So remember, let's try to up our game to get 3 of these type of orders, whether it's A+ order, where it's a good order, or an acceptable order. When we bind these things up and we can get 3 of these type of orders in an hour, We're really going to make into that $20 an hour range. This is what we're looking for. If you're looking for that person that say, oh, I want like $30 or $40 an hour, well, I'm not teaching that. And if you know anyone that consistently does, you can put that in the comment box. I would love to see it on a consistent basis. Because even I can pull out $25, $30 an hour every now and then, but not on a consistent basis. And here we are at the top, the glorious banger orders. Here we have $28.75 plus for 10.9 miles. Catering order, Taco Cabana. Yes, this is a wonderful way to start my day. And here is the end result of $43. Then as I came back, I took an order that brought me back for $6, which brought me for $49 in that first hour. How are you doing? Hold on, listen up. Don't leave the video now, because now it's bonus time. And here's our bonus thought for today. We can set goals for ourselves all day long, but we need a system to get and to maintain what we need to get done. The author and speaker, James Clear, says, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the levels of your system. I remember when I first heard that, and you can apply this to pretty much anything to life. And when I apply this to my 5-step framework on what orders to take on DoorDash to get and to maintain platinum status, this is what I do every day when I dash. And I'm here today to share my tips and tricks and strategies and my system of what I do that could help you as well. So let's go back to the original question. Is DoorDash even worth the time? Yes, it is, baby. That's why I do it. Then you go back to the other question that we had in the very beginning was, how can I make it over that hump just so I can see those good orders? I had to change my mindset of what a good and bad order was. That's why we have this 5-step framework, so I can keep it in my mind, so I can think about, okay, this is this part of the order, is at this part of the day, and I can get it straight in my mind. Okay, this is what's going to help me keep me or get to platinum or to stay platinum. This is the time of day. These are the orders I don't take. This is the order that I do take. And with repetition, we can actually memorize, okay, as soon as I see it, bam, I see the mileage, I see this. And if you know your area well, of the restaurants and maybe some of the homes, the locations in their area, if you have all of this in your mind and you can just look at the map and bam, I got it, I know it. It takes experience and it takes time. And if you like this video, check out this playlist to help you grow as a DoorDash or gig driver. And if you've gotten any value to this, please like, share, and subscribe. And you'll see me in the next video.